Don't let your strongest muscle be in your goddamn them Twitter fingers, nigga. Online that gangster. Boss that nigga, man. Get your shit together, man. I'm overrated. So overrated. Overrated. So overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoe, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp and the stick that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, blaze, I lit a rip on it, yeah. Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and the nigga still indie. Yeah. Them UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey. I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All the niggas wanna hate, frustrates on the face, boy, a little wasting time. I don't hate being around broke minds, I motivate their ass and they grind. And that's a real ass leader, real ass nigga, 2G Shar in the flesh. And I'ma eat my plate so good, I'ma let a little bit water dish. And I'ma beat down your block so rich, top off, you'll feel every leg. I went to another bitch house, cause that bitch ain't clean up the kitchen. And I ain't saying no names, give a goddamn shit, let that motherfucker learn. I left my phone unlocked, woke up, bitch, had a damn chalkboard in front. Wanna know who it is, who the fuck is that, bitch, I ain't telling no business. And I bought another motherfucking chopper, and that bitch came with some haters, but hey, I'm overrated, pass, overrated. I'm overrated, pass, overrated, nigga. I'm overrated, pass, overrated. I'm overrated, pass, overrated, nigga. I pass overrated, my money coming steady, I'ma rock out my good talk. Hey, the women looking good, got them white cross out, trying to see who got good talk. South Carolina, where them 5 thick women, they better know how to cook up. Hey, never take a bitch from scratch, that'll keep a nigga, yeah, on stop. I be in Atlanta with the hitters, zone 6 rockin' with a nigga. Had a nigga walk up to a G, but couldn't get past my security. Yeah, I go like that's my dog already, and the priest too official. Niggas in the world traumatized, tryna buy a trip off a nigga. But we gon' keep the shows coming, keep these hoes running hill for a change, they'll fly. But I gotta keep my fly slide on me, cause these nat bitches lying. I'm in North Carolina, do a real big shit, I been got new ties. If you ain't round broke, boy, you tired. But me and my niggas, yeah, pass overrated, pass overrated, overrated, pass overrated, nigga. Pass overrated, pass overrated, overrated, pass overrated, nigga. It's the pass overrated, man, mixtape, EP, whatever you wanna call it. I'm feeding y'all more, y'all running.
Yeah, I got that power that love me so much. Do it so big I cannot be touched. Look to the hill that cometh my help, my faith in the power and not in a man. He give me the tools, I'm building my plan. Living my life, obeying the man. I stand up tall, my back don't bend. Dunk on demon like Shaq in his prime. Transform, no Optimus Prime. You gotta get yours, I already got mine. My power gon' live, they power gon' die. Praising the king that sit in the sky. He give me the joy, he give me the peace. Fell on my feet and I pray to the east. Wisdom and knowledge, I gotta go eat. Just call me a shark, I live in the sea. Open your eyes and you're gonna see that masterpiece that I am him, cause I'm not them. I can swim above the rim of their success. And when it comes to dodging mess, yeah, I'm the king of that BS. I'm getting strong, I like the flex. UPK, we blow up next. Yeah.
Time to get rich, boy, it's time to get lit, boy. She pour me a drink without asking. I don't even know little shorty or see what she post, so that bitch must be crazy. I went too lit, yeah, we went too lit, yeah. Shar and this bitch, boy, I'm a true ass prince, so you know what nigga flipping tables.
Yeah, and they say, all who hate us, whisper together against us. They saying all kind of false and evil things against us. But if the power is with us, then who the fuck can be against us, huh? He teach us not to fret and envy over evil deeds, to stand firm in the words, to dodge the evil schemes. Yeah, so we hold our peace and now we mute. It's only the devil, so that we rebuke. Yeah. The hands of the wicked won't drive us away. So we stand on our feet and we face the east. We trust in the Lord, so we meditate and wait. Meditating every night. We doing what's pleasing in His sight. Yeah. It's a battle that we cannot lose. It's only the power that He gave us that we couldn't refuse. Yeah. So if my enemies is hungry, then I feed them. If they thirsty, then I'ma give them a drink. I ain't gonna hold them with a knife and I ain't gonna threaten to slice. But instead I open the loaf and I just hand them a slice of the bread of life. Yeah. Many will hear and a few will take heed, but I wanna be judged by my good deeds. Yeah. Obedience. Yeah, long suffering, patience. Yeah. UPK, we up now, later, and forever. Yeah. Hey, if y'all wanna know where y'all bitch at, she at the nearest camp trying to join our school. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. Hey, y'all don't put me in council, but I'm.
All right, testing 1, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2, 3. If y'all can hear me, put a 1W in the chat. Bubba Shar, if y'all could. You know how it is when you're at home, boy. Either your face ain't working or your voice ain't working or you ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So before we even get started, if y'all could put a 1W in the chat if y'all can hear me to Wild. Okay, Sis Rawad put it in there. Shalom Lord of Christ, sis, always at the water. Man, Ima put it in there. We got Dennis in there as well. Hey, Shalom Lord of Christ to all y'all, but let me do it properly. So, Shalom Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Brakathum to all the brothers, and Yahweh Shamar Alatham Bahashim Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? We the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And what we teach so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, who they are according to the Bible. And who they are according to the Bible, they are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. Something that's not to be taken lightly within our journeys out here on today's society, on this earth. You know what I'm saying? We always got to know, we always got to fathom that it's lit. What do you mean? She said it's lit. Talking about that little song? We always got to know. That's a little old song. We always got to know who we are, man. We are the princes and the princesses of the power of the Most High God, who has chosen us to be ordained in His word, in His life, in His ordinances, you know what I'm saying, to give out to the other brothers out here that may be a little lost, man. They might not be just how he is yet. Ate the water about that, sis. That was my 2020, I believe, Passover Ready album or whatever. That Passover Ready album. Shout out to General Mayaka Olive for being on that cover with me. You understand? You know what I'm saying? That was a hell of a year, too. That was a hell of a year. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff, but a lot of it going on Tribe Vibes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my music, I took off the internet and it's just strictly on Tribe Vibes. Tribe Vibes is the school. You know what I'm saying? It's the school's music playlist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it costs subscriptions and all that stuff to hear brothers' music on Tribe Vibes, but we're just gonna keep adding to it till people just feel as if they want to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, sis. But let's get into it, man. Like, I'm preaching Officer Shar, you know what I'm saying? Starting out of Augusta, Georgia, South Carolina as well, as far as I go to North Augusta. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm in the metro area, Columbia, South Carolina. We're going to rock it out, man. Today is Brotherhood class, but as you can see from this title, you know, so we're going into a little bit of history today. So we're going into anti-Hellenic rebellion. You know what I'm saying? Anti-Hellenic rebellion was basically the feast of dedication that we had not too long ago when we saw these beautiful faces. Maybe seeing some people for the first time, you know, some people for the first time at that beautiful feast we had not too long ago. But the reason why I'm going back a little bit to that feast day is because that feast day is actually heavy. You know what I'm saying? That feast day is brotherhood 100% and standing on business when it comes down to the Most High. You understand? And it also correlates with what's going on right now in this modern society right now, in this captivity that we are in America right now, what ICE is doing, you know what I'm saying, to our brothers and sisters out here that's Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Our Hispanic brothers is damn near going through the same thing that the anti-Hellenic rebellion was. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that definition. We're gonna get into all that in a minute. Definitions, you know what I'm saying, of Jim Crow 2.0, ICE, you know what I'm saying, and also what we're talking about with the anti-Hellenic rebellion. But first we want to get some brotherhood in. You know what I'm saying? It is brotherhood class. So with it being brotherhood class, you know what I'm saying? Let's get some brotherhood scriptures, bring us together, get our souls together, you know what I'm saying? Get us calm and whatever going on in our daily adventures, get this daily bread, this daily wisdom to be able to move about how we need to in this captivity that we are in. You know what I'm saying? And one thing you got to do is know that you're in captivity. You know what I'm saying? Because we are in a powerful, powerful kingdom right now, America. You know what I'm saying? America is a powerful kingdom that no one really is challenging. You know what I'm saying? America just did a whole big deed of going into, was the deed to them, but they just went over there to a whole nother country and kidnapped their goddamn president. God told me, kidnapped the whole president because he's so-called selling drugs. When America, the people that's going to kidnap the president, they are drug lords them damn selves. They know in and out how to get around the drug lords and how to get over on somebody and what to do with the drugs that they get. You know what I'm saying? Because they are drug lords themselves. General Hyman did a class on it not too long ago, maybe a week ago. You know what I'm saying? These ICE agents, these federal, you know what I'm saying, Army or Navy SEALs or whatnot are drug lords when they get the time to do it. When they in other lands that the law may not be reigning too much in, they doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I'm saying, with America, when they're going after our Hispanic brothers, you got to understand that this is all biblical prophecy. You know what I'm saying? This is all biblical prophecy. The Lord said there's nothing new under the sun. And with there's been nothing new under the sun, black man, Hispanic, Native Indian brother, we got to know that the Lord didn't never want us around these heathens in the first place. The reason why we are around these heathens and these heathens feel as if they are putting belt to ass to black folks out here is simply because we disobey the Lord time and time again. Like a father should do, he should whoop your ass until you get it right. Because I've chosen you, you my blood. I can't just unalive you. I can't throw you away, make your gender just, not gender, but your nationality disappear. I'm the Lord thy God. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just whoop y'all ass. And who going to whoop y'all ass is a weak peasant, a weak heathen that I'm going to make above you. I'm going to make these heathens above you, the Lord said. You know what I'm saying? And in days journeys, we see that even us black people, Hispanic and Native Indians, in the desperation mode, and the low in poverty, the low education, the low income, in the state that we are in, we are still more powerful than these white people out here, these Americans, these Asians out here, these Africans. We are, because we are the salt of the earth, man. With us being at the bottom of the bottom that no one likes, everyone wants to be us but don't want to be us. You can see it with your sports. You can see it with your music. You can see it with your inventions that Black, Hispanic, Native Indians made in America that the white man just took credit of. Black man damn near made everything up, but they just didn't have the goddamn contracts and all this other stuff to be able to sign it. It's almost like how it is with copyrights now today. If you make a hard ass song, but you ain't got no proof that you made it, you know what I'm saying? Another rich man gonna come in there and just debo you out of it, you know what I'm saying? Like Elvis Presley. The so-called rich white man, that so-called the white men love to say that is the best artist in the world. He really got his style from who? James, ain't it? Or some other cat, Salaki. It's a black brother that he done stole the whole style of on that guitar. You understand? Black people, we are the salt of the earth, man. Never forget that. Never let your impoverishness, never let your sins catch up to you to the point you feel it's low, to the point you need to unalive yourself, or to feel as if you don't got a second chance with the Most High God. Because we are in captivity, man. I understand you might want to put that cigarette to your goddamn lips. I understand you might want to do that simply because of all this poverty in here. Look at the history. It always went from cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? We never smoked cigarettes before, but now the white man want to bring cigarettes to us after goddamn the world wars. Now we got them what? Went out on cocaine, heroin, alcoholism, you know what I'm saying? All this bull crap when we was never on it. You understand me? All was propaganda. You understand me? When you learn your history. You learn your history when it come down to the white man being the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand me? The devil that the Bible speaks of will do anything to lie and deceive a people. To be able to lie and to deceive anybody on earth, like how they did our Native American brothers out here, man. Native American brothers showed you how to be a clean ass person when you got them long ships. Show you the medicines to clean your funky ass with all them goddamn bumps. Cause you know white people still to this day sit on public toilets bare naked, getting crabs and herpes and all the other stuff, man. Having sex with men out here, man. That's of the white race. That's of the cave dweller, the Caucasus Mountain man. You know what I'm saying? To do this unhygienical stuff out here, man. Native Americans showed your big goof ass how to goddamn wipe your ass, and you goddamn want to goddamn give them smallpox and go to war with them and unallow their people and rape their babies. You understand me? Like in the Epstein file. I always want to rape a little girl or something, man. What's wrong with these? The reason why we are destroyed, black man, Hispanic and Native Indian brother, is because we are under a people that are animals. That ain't even really people. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's get Jeremiah 51:7. Let's get a scripture. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 7, and it reads, Babylon have been a gold cup in the Lord's hand. So let's just imagine this cup right here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's red, though. Of course, I ain't got no money. I have no gold cup like the Lord do. I don't know where it's at. Let's see. There it is. Just imagine this cup. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling on my throne. I got a cup right now. Just imagine everything is in this cup. I can pour it all out if I wanted to. I can drink it all up, or I can just let it sit there and get rotten or whatever, get stale. You understand me? So this is a gold cup in the Lord's hand. This is Babylon, metaphorically speaking of as America today. So let me read it. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. All the riches, everything that this cup provides, you know what I'm saying, that has in America, that got the chosen people of Israel in Babylon, in captivity, the land of confusion. You understand me? Got the golden people, got the Lord's chosen people in captivity. This is how powerful America is. But you better understand this, that the Lord has these people above us. The Lord know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? As of any movie go, you got to have a hero and you got to have an evil, satanic person that's going to get demised at the end. The Lord created the white race to get destroyed at the end. You understand me? To get destroyed at the end. You best believe that there. You're not going to understand that if you want to be a celebrity out here. You're not going to understand it if you want to be just like the white race and celebrate Valentine's Day coming up. Something that you don't even know what it's about. You understand me? Something that you don't even know what it's about. But let's keep reading. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. What does America do right now? What does America do right now? America has the whole world drunk right now, going in uproars. Because guess what? Guess what Babylon did? Babylon let everybody come to Babylon and build up the house of Babel, the house of confusion, right? That's what Babylon come from, Babel. You know what I'm saying? America is doing the same thing with the United States, letting everybody come over here. But now since everybody's over here, they want to get mad at the people that's already been here, the so-called Hispanic brothers and sisters. You understand me? Want to get mad at the Native Americans, the Hispanic brothers and sisters as well, simply because they the ones that want to be like the Babylonians. They the ones want to let everybody in America. But now it's overpopulated, and you so scared that Hispanic brothers are finna outpopulate you simply because the Hispanic brothers know how to have a damn family. You know what I'm saying? A nation, and rebuild what they lost. White man gets scared. White man gets scared, make up acts upon the Hispanic brothers called ICE to get rid of all the brothers, which has been in even in the old time, even in Egypt. The king of Egypt was goddamn scared of the Israelites populating. You know what I'm saying? To the point he wanted the goddamn what is called birth control. He wanted to give the Israelites birth control. And what I mean by that, we ain't talking about before the baby born. We talking about while that baby is alive walking. Grab that nigga by the heels, drown him, kill him, unalive him, do whatever you got to do, because we don't want no males to populate. No males of the Israelites, or of the Israelites. That's what the Egyptians said. So now fast forward, speaking to what's going on right now, we got to understand that the devil, these white Americans, is just spiritually what? Egypt, and spiritually what? Babylon. You understand me? Spiritually Babylon and Egypt. And the Lord said they got all the countries, all the nations, all the nationalities of people drunk. Because guess what? Guess what's going on out here right now to this day? What month is it? What month is it right now, man? It's the month of fake love. I remember when I was in the world, man. I remember I was in the world, I was in high school and all that stuff, though, or whatnot. I had women. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to buy this and that, waiting the day of, I buy this, not knowing she got another gift from another nigga. You hear me? Got another gift for somebody else, and then this one right here, which is a whole lot of fakeness in the app. Then you ain't got the money to do it, really. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Don't think just because it was young love that you niggas out here ain't doing the same thing at your job, bitch. Excuse my language. Y'all bitches out here, excuse my language again. It's just like y'all. When I say that word BITC, I'm talking to those that deserve to hear it. Not talking about a sister that ain't doing that doesn't match these attributes. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of bitches out there that's at work that got work husbands bringing them goddamn gifts and something for Valentine's Day. And then you go and you taking your black behind home and goddamn you get another gift from your goddamn husband going broke playing two sides. You understand me? A double-minded person is unstable in all they goddamn ways. You best understand that goddamn death. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? So don't try to compare teenage love to adult love, because damn near all of it is the goddamn same. You understand me? And what's not the same is when you take on responsibility of the word love. What is love? What is true love? Love is suffering. Love ain't me buying you no goddamn gift of a white man's holiday, Valentine's Day, which you don't even know Valentine's Day is about. All the nations are drunk because they believe in not Valentine's Day, but it's a Roman festivity. This is a Roman ritual. This is a ritual. I thought you black niggas out here don't believe in rituals and all that stuff, but you out here celebrating Valentine's Day, not knowing a white man telling you what to do, white man telling you to serve a ritual. Now, how weak can you be? You understand me? You can go to the dark origins of Valentine's Day, or you can go into the light origins of Valentine's Day. It's still gonna tell you it is a fertility ritual. You understand me? It is a ritual. You understand me? Of homosexuality and also dogs having sex with bears and bunnies and rats and all that other stupid stuff that white people believe in, almost like putting poison in the coffee and see who drinks it type of belief these goddamn heathens do. Valentine's Day originated from the blend of ancient Roman fertility rituals, Lupercalia, and Christian efforts. You know, these Christians got to put their stamp on something. Christians out here think they got a voice of the Lord, but yet they keep up rituals of the goddamn their nationality. Why? Because they know this Bible has nothing to do with them. They just want to claim to be something. These white people want to claim to be something of the Lord because why? They know Christ rose out that tomb. They know something was weird. They say no, they know something wasn't right. Because my God was guarding this tomb. And you telling me my loyal God let this goddamn dude out the tomb, pushing this heavy ass rock that's molted together. My Roman God let him escape or somebody come get him? Nah, they know that Christ rose. They know Christ rose. So therefore, that's why they want to keep that a little something to them, because they know that's something that they never known before. Because we got a living God. The God of these Romans and these Greeks or whatever, they don't have living things. You never seen a baby fly in the goddamn air with goddamn a Cupid bow and arrow just shooting people and making people fall in love with whoever you see. You lay eyes on. A man lay eyes on a dog because he got shot by Cupid. Oh, damn, bestiality. A man got done get shot. He lay eyes on his brother. Oh, damn, incest and homosexual. You understand me? It don't make sense. But yet, black people, we out here serving. Because the Christians make it sound good because we go to that Christian church, that satanic bullcrap church that don't teach you nothing. That still got people out there smoking weed, coming back to the church, smoking again. Homosexuals out there on the pulpit, singing, dancing, clapping, getting all the love and all the admiration simply because they people person, whatever they want to say. As far as it go with goddamn talking to somebody. You understand me? Relatable. You know what I'm saying? We ain't give a damn about that. The Israelite school, you know, Christ had a two-edged sword as a tongue. What the hell you think they ain't like Christ? Because he say stuff that the world need to hear. You understand me? We ain't up there singing to you saying everything gonna be okay if you stay how you is. No, we're gonna tell your big goof ass this what's gonna happen if you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't play. You understand me? But basically what I'm saying is, you know, the Christians always gotta have their hands into something of their nationality, of their history. So it says how Valentine's Day came about. It originated from a blend of ancient Roman fertility rituals, Lupercalia, and Christian efforts to honor martyrs. You know what I'm saying? Legends link the day of Saint Valentine, a 3rd century priest who defiled Emperor Claudius II by marrying soldiers in secret. You know what I'm saying? It evolved into a romantic holiday in the Middle Ages, and now is a major known celebration. You know what I'm saying? But it's a whole lot of darkness too
what we reading. It is a whole lot more darkness to it. You understand? But that's just a brief summarization just on that. We ain't gonna touch too much on Valentine's Day yet. We're gonna probably get on that tomorrow. You understand me? But Babylon spiritually is America right now, and Egypt is spiritually America right now. They embrace both. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunk, that the nations have drunk of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. You nations are mad simply because your father, the white man in America, you know what I'm saying, the people that made you want to put on a suit and tie, you stupid Asians out there, you know what I'm saying, now they goddamn want war with you. Now you don't know what to do. And now France or whatever, New England, whatever they call it, want war with America. You know what I'm saying? America is falling because not everybody just mad. The nations are mad at America. The nations just don't get along. Nobody ain't getting along. That's why World War III is coming about. You know what I'm saying? Now let me know if I'm glitching, if I'm moving crazy. I think I am. Yeah, we glitching right now. But we should be too wild though. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that. Let's get a little bit of brotherhood in. Let's get Ephesians 4 and 32. Let's get Ephesians. Matter of fact, let's not get Ephesians just yet. Let's get 1 Peter 3 and 9. 1 Peter gonna be a good one. 1 Peter 3 and 9 is gonna be a good one simply because this is for my brothers and sisters out here. That if somebody did you wrong, you know what I'm saying? Don't be plotting. Don't be plotting to make their day horrible as well, just how they made your day horrible. Or whatever happened. Might be social media, might be you know what I'm saying, as far as it goes with your spouse at home or whatnot. Don't do this right here, this scripture is saying. So 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing. So this is what happening nowadays in our life when we get mad or we just get stumbled or something upon, like humans doing something to us, as far as to go to our own brothers and sisters out here in Israel, or just, you know, saying our own brothers and sisters and maybe Gentiles as well, as far as they don't know how to keep the law of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? As far as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, it feel like we get played with. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, it just feel like we get played with. Sometimes it feel like, bro, like y'all don't respect me when I'm coming to you guys humbly as a priest should, or as a princess or a sister should. So now y'all just want me to get gangster. Now I got to get gangster, hop on your terms with it. You know what I'm saying? I need to hop on your terms or talk to you like you talking to me or whatnot. There's always ways around stuff, man. And don't let foolishness suck you up into that same lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to be wise and to play a fool. You understand me? You really don't even want to play a fool. You know what I'm saying? Because when you play a fool, you stepping into that foolish world. And trust me, there's a lot of demons in that foolish lifestyle. You understand me? Them fools ain't worried about being righteous. So you can't worry about trying to be a fool with all them demons are so spread and evil. You see your NBA young boy out here. A lot of y'all boys love NBA young boy. Well, he's a goddamn fool. But we love him. You know what I'm saying? We love him as an entertainer and we get influenced by him. The kids love him, even though they see clearly that the brother got something going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Clearly the brother don't need to be rapping. The brother need goddamn help. But the white man pushes these people to be stars and superstars to promote health issues, that it's okay to get herpes or whatever, not even court a woman, to not even get to know someone. Just go ahead and start having sex. Unalive your brother if he makes you mad or angry or whatever. That's what happens when you listen to these rappers and you get so influenced by them because you want to base the life that you live and how you once were, you know what I'm saying, to him or to brothers that still live like that. You understand me? Which I understand. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear the pain and that struggle, how you once were, but it got to be a time that you got to understand you can't be taking that to the head. You big goofball. You can't be taking that to the head on how niggas talking about having sex with women and throwing them away, having a time of their life, buying gold and jewelry, going to the club, making it rain, champagne showers, having sex with whoever they want to, beat anybody behind because they looked at them funny, or shoot at the cops. Shoot at the cops and get a thrilling sensation. You know what I'm saying? Black culture, we love that. because that we feel as if these are our superstars. You understand me? But what about if somebody did you wrong? Somebody did you wrong, you so quick to jump on now. He got to get it, he got to pay. Nigga, that's just in my genes. Their brother got to pay. You know what I'm saying? Or the brother did this to you. Might have stepped on your shoes. You want to get gangster because you can't control your alcohol. It's because a brother stepped on your goddamn shoes that's already touching the ground anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop being so foolish out here, man. And with us being wise, you got to stop. With you being a new born again man and sister, you got to stop putting yourself in situations where you easily to be influenced by what the world has to offer for you. You understand me? The world has to offer nothing good for you. You got to understand that first and foremost. Not even the church of God. God damn, not even the church of God is a place where it's offering good stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? Because the church of God is going to tell you, you understand me, how not to obey God. The church of God, where these white folks dwell and sacrifice little babies underneath the ground, you know what I'm saying? These people don't know God. How a white man gonna tell you about your history, black man? Huh? And we read about Valentine's Day, how the priests, the so-called Christians, you know what I'm saying, got the Bible, but yet they still want to go back to their Roman cultures and bring back their Roman cultures, their Greek gods, all that, the Roman Catholics. Like, how the hell are you an Israelite, but you want to still live like a Roman? How the hell is you a Christ-like, but you still inherit what Romans say, simply because these people are not of us. But we learn from them time and time again, man. We learn from them time and time again. You understand me? We cannot be learning from these brothers and sisters, these heathens, these animals, you know what I'm saying, and try to preach it to our brothers and sisters, man. You understand? Like how our entertainers are today, our black brothers today are. You know what I'm saying? Going around just telling us to do whatever we can do, whatever we can think of on earth. And it's all fine. You know what I'm saying? Get rich any way you can, with 50 Cent say. You understand? Any way possible, get rich. You understand? We talked about that yesterday. Getting that money ain't gonna make you happy. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bring joy. Like we said, I'd rather be at that table with my family, broke as hell, but we got a meal. Everybody got a meal. We got a turkey, mashed potato, macaroni, and it's lively in the building. Because it's all love. Now we got something to eat. Rather than that rich man going home and alone and gotta watch his back and don't got too many whores coming in and out of his house and don't know what real love is. Can't have kids because all his kids got down. Baby mama put him on child support because all they wanted was the money. And now he at home opening up the freezer, making the goddamn frozen meal every damn day. Now compare the two. Which one do you want? The broke man coming home to a happy family with food still on the table, or a rich man in a dark ass home because it ain't nobody but him living in there and goddamn opening up frozen meals gotta eat. But you got money, you understand? But you ain't got the love and joy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these entertainers out here are pitiful. Look at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the man. Was the man. You crazy? James Brown was the man. You crazy? All these brothers out here that do the music are the man or the football or whatever they do. But damn near all of them got the same exact deaths. All of them. Damn near all of them got the same exact deaths. Overdose because loneliness. Set up, robbed, killed, shot. Gang banging. You understand me? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Simply because we idolize being that type of person, black man, instead of goddamn choosing the gray, the black and gray. And one reason why I say black and gray is because all that stuff out there is colorful, LGBTQ. We deny the black and gray of how to live, the plain stuff that the Lord gives us. You know what I'm saying? How to have a family and enjoy it. Now we want to be somebody else. We want to be the heathens out here. So bad. You understand me? Simply because that's propaganda always pushed on us. But if something happens, you can't render evil for evil, man. Learn how to not do what the scripture right here says. Well, do what the scripture right here says, but not the first part. First Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. Not rendering evil for evil. Don't render evil for evil, man, brother. This brotherhood class, and we're gonna give you that first and foremost before we get into our topic. You ain't gotta render evil for evil. That brother did you wrong, don't worry about it. Keep reading. You understand? It may hurt. It may hurt. It happens to all of us. When you at work and somebody talking crazy, you know, he might be in a customer talking crazy to you. You want to get black culture on them, right? You want to goddamn put them in their place or whatnot, right? I understand. It's a way to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but country-wise blessing, knowing that ye should inherit a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Be wise about it, man. Be merciful. Let's get that scripture too. Be more merciful. You understand? Let's get Proverbs 11 and 17. Be more merciful with our brothers and sisters out here, man. Stop being a hard, stern rock that no one really wants to hang around. No one wants to talk to. No one wants to be around because you're just not a charismatic. You're not a caring person. You understand me? You don't give a damn about nobody else but what you can do. And if things don't go your way, people exactly know to separate then. They know to get the hell on then because they know you about to turn to a full-fledged demon. You know what I'm saying? You can't be someone that somebody can put their head on on your shoulder because you're too stern. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? You too goddamn cocky. You two got too much pride. You're a wicked man. You know what I'm saying? Let's read Proverbs 11 and 17. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul. You understand me? A merciful man is what it say? A merciful man doeth good to his own soul, man. His own soul. What that mean? A merciful man, I know, like the scripture said in the previous one we got, that blessing is gonna come to me by showing mercy to this brother and sister. Me showing mercy to this kid out here or whatever going on, or this employee, you know what I'm saying, or this customer, you know what I'm saying, or showing, you know, to this family member. Me being merciful on times of whatever going on in life, you know what I'm saying. You gotta humble yourself. Take that low seat at sometimes, man. Quit being quick to respond in an aggressive way like black people think that is our culture. We are merciful people. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, out of one. How about Shema Shabrakatah, sir? You understand? Let me know if you want to hop on. We're going into some scriptures today about topics of the anti-Hellenistic era, Jim Crow, and ICE as well. You understand? So be that merciful brother. Be that merciful brother, man. The scripture says how to be in life, to get rewards, to have a good soul. You understand me? To be a good, kind person, to live long, I should say. They had a survey not too long ago online, and I think somebody asked ChatGPT, how do you live longer? And ChatGPT, of course it's ChatGPT, but ChatGPT didn't say, eat this, drink this, you know what I'm saying, or pray to this, you know what I'm saying? ChatGPT said, all right, come on, sir. ChatGPT said, how you live longer is knowing you ain't living a fake life. Don't try hard to be something that you know you ain't. Black people, we trying so hard to be white so hard because we in captivity for 400 plus years. I understand. That's all we see. That's all we know. Everything we got here to get is from the white man, simply because we've been here for so long. I understand that we mixing up with them right now. We mixing up, you know what I'm saying? And they want to be us. We want to be them, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But we got to understand that we are not the same people. You understand me? We are not these people. You understand me? And the Lord has put us here as a punishment simply because we are not keeping what he said to keep. We've been here for this is Egypt all over. Like, if you can't understand the Egyptian captivity, look no further than America. Like, if you just think like, damn, the Egyptians, they had them boy for 400-500 years. Damn, I would have been dead. There ain't no way they had me for 400-500 years. And they talking about whipping on the backs and all that stuff. Well, look no further. Look from America. Look at America right now. How they doing on the Hispanic brothers? How they did the black brothers during Jim Crow? How they doing? How ICE is doing our Hispanic brothers and so far, so far. As far as go, Andrew Jackson, Trail of Tears, and all the other stuff with their Native American brothers. Like, look no further. You understand me? Like, why is it so hard to see that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of? And we are the chosen people of God through what we've been through. Like I tell you like this, you don't want to raise up kids to not honor what you giving them. Like if I get these lights on, I don't want to hear no mess, but you ain't got this and this and that and that and this. White kids argue with their family members until they get whatever they want, and the white man to give it to them. Black people, we've been whipped. We live in the poorest conditions, but that makes our faith much more stronger than a so-called heathen. You understand me? Because this is our punishment. This is not our resting place. This is not our rich kingdom. But you want to be able to go make it through that time of period. You know what I'm saying? Where we've been damn near dissected as a people. We want to make it through this so we can get our rewards, which is up in the kingdom of heaven. And how do you make it to the kingdom of heaven? You serve God right now in this merciful, graceful period that we have right now to be able to speak and teach the word of the Lord to our brothers and sisters out here without repercussion. You understand? We are here on earth right now able to go to the highways and byways and show brothers and sisters the true meaning of the Bible. You understand me? That's what we're supposed to do. To give them the laws of the Lord so they don't unalive their own self like NBA Youngboy, NLE Chopper, Future, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Michael Jackson, Janet Brown, Young Nudie, 21 Savage. All these brothers out here that smoke weed and play with guns as if it's a fun thing to kill their own brothers and sisters over here just by a little bit of beef. You understand me? That ain't what we on. You understand me? This ain't the time period we in. You understand me? The time period we in, we're gonna get into it right now, the anti-Hellenistic rebellion. You understand? So that's a good bit on brotherhood. I hope I touched on a good bit of brotherhood for y'all. You know what I'm saying? To get your brotherhood mind set up. I know today is brotherhood class. But I want to read this book. And these artifacts about where we at? About the anti-Hellenic rebellion in Israel. You understand me? The Hasmonean revolt as well. So now let's touch bases on history. You know what I'm saying? So Israel, we was always a nation. We was always a nation that was oppressed on this green earth. You know what I'm saying? Because we fail to realize what the Lord can do for us. You know what I'm saying? We fail to realize truly who the Lord is because we take day breaks. Y'all know what day breaks is? When you pray to the Lord and the Lord forgive you on your sin, you praying to him because you want to have a kid or a baby and you face the east or whatever, and you have that baby 2 weeks or a month or some time later. And then over time, you forget the miracles that the Most High do for you. You forgot the miracles the Most High bestowed on you. And you start to second guess the Lord again. You know what I'm saying? Not looking at what he done for you as if it was him doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because in life, everything, you know what I'm saying, you look at heathens all the time and we envy them. When the Lord said, envy not the oppressors. So this is the time right now when the Greeks came into Israel and they were setting up shop. You know what I'm saying? Let's read. So the history of the Jews was starting to be announced by foreigners. People not of Israel start to shift what we know as Israel. You know what I'm saying? Into what they wanted Israel to be. This all took place under Greek ruler Antiochus IV, conquering and ruling the ancestral Hebrew homeland. First came the Egyptians, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Persians. Then we had the Greeks around this time of the Hellenistic era. You know what I'm saying? Of course, and after that, we had the Romans. You know what I'm saying? And we in America right now to this day, still in captivity time and time again, black man. But let's get back on point. But the Persians were some of the lenient ones on Israel, but coming later, and a more wicked ruler to enslave Israel was Macedonian Empire, the Alexander the Greek. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to explain the 4 rulers of Alexander the Greek. You had Antigones, Antiochus, Ptolemies, and Seleucus Empire. You know what I'm saying? Antigones was a different ruler of the one of the commanders of Alexander the Greek. When he died, he split up ancient Greek into 4 empires. You know what I'm saying? You had the Antiochus Empire. Of course, that's where the wicked ruler Antiochus IV came from. And he was the one we're going to get into right now. You also had the Ptolemies. Ptolemies are the ones that dwelt over there in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? This is where you get your Cleopatras from. This is where you people get white people trying to rule in Egypt or whatnot. This is because when the ancient Greeks took over Egypt, you know what I'm saying? When Israel is always getting belt to ass and getting separated and split everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Heathens come and they conquer land. You understand me? And you also had the Seleucid Empire, the Seleucid Empire. So let's keep reading. So it came to play that the Jews should worship Greek gods. You know what I'm saying? Right now in America, we worshiping what? Roman gods, Greek gods, still to this day, with these Valentines coming up. You know what I'm saying? We worshiping Greek God that we've been forced to serve underneath the sword. You know what I'm saying? Like what we read earlier, even though the Christian Saint Valentine, you know what I'm saying, believed in the Bible, he still went back to Roman Catholic beliefs as well, Roman Catholicism, simply because he know he's a Roman. He know he's not an Israelite. So therefore, he gonna mix the Bible with what? Right, white culture. You know what I'm saying? The same was happening right here in Greek. So it came to play that the Jews should worship Greek gods. The king Antiochus the class, you know what I'm saying? Hellenized Jews accepted these changes, like your black leaders today, your TD Jakes. Let's say your Drewski. Drewski damn near a Christian pastor as well. I mean, as far as it go with entertainers as well, we can say that too, but let's stick on to Christianity, these Christian pastors out here. You know what I'm saying? The Hellenized Jews accepted these changes of worshiping Greek gods like Zeus and Hades and Poseidon and, you know what I'm saying, whatever days that the white man say that these Greek gods come about like, you know what I'm saying? But many others did not, resulting into fights. These are the brothers and sisters that you see in the Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge that did not bow down to the white man, even if they was in our land or had us in captive. We still knew that we had an almighty God that was going to be here for us. We just had to hold on to faith because we knew it wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts when it come down to us giving up faith on the Lord, that the Lord is going to send an enemy our way. But most of us, it said, we fought and we still honored the Lord. But like we said, we get judged as a nation. So black man, we get judged as a nation, but Christ come back now, you know what I'm saying? Now Christ is going to unalive your big goof ass because you don't want to get right. Because you think you can just surrender to anybody but believe in the Bible or whatever and celebrate other gods out here and you can still be saved. You can't celebrate Valentine's Day and think you can be saved when Christ returns. You can't celebrate your birthday and think you're going to be saved when Christ returns. Because I already know how it's going to look when that day comes. Well, I can't say I know what it's going to look like, but I can give my best guess. I know what that day going to look like when that day comes and you see the skies cracking and you see angels coming out the sky. You see a lot of death and destruction. You're going to realize that everything that we saying was 100% right. Like all the other prophecies that's getting fulfilled out here, what we say happened in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Shar to Commander General Yohana, holding on to this truth. You understand me? And I can see your little simple self right now coming up to us, and I want to pray then simply because now you see it. Now you see everything we saying at that last little second. But then again, it's going to be too late because you didn't practice. What's that practice? What's that P at? Let me get that P in me. Pause. Whoop. You didn't practice out here in this land when we was in captivity. You surrendered. So let's keep reading. Hellenized Jews accepted these changes, my black leaders, but many others did not, resulting in the fights. It is here that the Maccabees enter the story. Now, we're going to explain the Maccabees, explain the Feast of Dedication, and all that stuff. Like I said earlier in the start of class, the Feast of Dedication just passed like a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? When we dedicated a feast to the Maccabees family, you know what I'm saying? Judas Maccabees and all the other Maccabees out here, the people that fought, you know what I'm saying? Fought to keep Israel a whole. You know what I'm saying? These brothers, we got a feast of dedication to them, to those brothers as well, declared by the Most High God, simply because how much grit, how much braveness, and how much brotherhood they had, and how much loyalty they had for the Lord. to be in a captivity and still say F the captivity. I'm gonna do it the way that the Lord said it. Cut my damn tongue out if you want to. And you gotta understand, around this time was when the 7 sons, when the lady with the 7 sons, the sister with the 7 sons, got unalived by this same wicked ruler that's coming out of the Maccabees family. So this Antiochus, he unalived this woman and her 7 sons. I'm talking about brutal deaths. I'm talking about brutal deaths that I don't even want to say right now in this live, because they just didn't eat pork. So I ask you this, Christian. If we can just eat pork right now, how do we repay those that died from eating pork? If we can just do whatever right now and the Lord, you know what I'm saying, don't give a damn, how do we repay those brothers and sisters that lost their lives by doing something that the Lord that said not to do? Like, how do we repay people like that? You understand? How? And how do you think you will be judged much more sweeter than them? And they refuse to eat the pork, but you just grubbing yourself with it now. You grubbing yourself with homosexuality. You grubbing yourself in with adultery. You grubbing yourself in with smoking weed. Anything that the Lord said not to do, you look at it, try to find one scripture in the Bible that really ain't even talking about that. And you try to say, well, the Lord said we can do whatever we want to do. That shows how much loyalty you have with the Lord. Peter said when Christ died, you know what I'm saying? Peter said, I didn't even know how to sin. Christ didn't teach us how to sin. I never ate nothing unclean. It shows you that Christ didn't just come out here and eat whatever. Christ said, think not the law is done away with. I'm coming to show you how to keep it. You understand? Who the hell told you the laws are done away with? I'm going to tell you, your St. Valentine's, your priests that want to be Israel but are truly Romans. You understand me? Are just boosting your head up, selling the record, confusing us, babbling. You understand me? Let's keep reading though. Our story now shifts to the small Judea town of Modin, where local priest Mattathias and 5 sons lived. His 5 sons was Judah, Jonathan, Janiah, Eleazar, and Simeon. Remained true with serving the Most High. They were relatives to the minor Hasmoneans families, you know what I'm saying? And stayed true even when Israelites around the time turned Gentile. You understand me? This is your so-called, this is us, man. What this class that you're watching right now, these brothers that you see around the earth doing this in the name of the Lord and the ISUPK, we are the ones that remain true. And we will be written about when this society falls. You know what I'm saying? We will be written about if the Most High so-called chooses to still right. But we will be written about, and it's going to tell you that these brothers kept the law even in the 400 years in captivity under a wicked ruler. You know what I'm saying? That sent ICE to unalive brothers and sisters out here to pick them up. That sent, what else we got? Jim Crow, that separate us and unalive us and all the other stuff. And we still keep the laws of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Let me give the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Because we stayed true to Israel even when everybody around us turned Gentile, worshiping Greece. Today, what? Worshiping America. Let's get the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9. Let's get verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Now, what is this saying? This is around this time that this is clear as day with this article I'm reading. So now Mattathias and the 5 sons, guess what they're doing? They're recruiting like we do nowadays in the ISUPK. We go out here and we cry with byways about the abominations that's happening to our people out here, and it's getting pushed. Shalom, Lord in Christ. Your house, Shemar, Thaba, Shemar, Shar. Good to see you in class. We cry out here for our people, our loved ones on it. Out here, man. We do the work of the Lord daily. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that we need this. We know this is the duty of us right now to change ourselves and also help change others. That's what Christ died for. You understand? And this is the highway. Put a mark. A mark means put wisdom. Put a mark on these brothers. You go out here and speak, and these brothers are listening, hearkening. Put a mark on that brother. Me, I'm in the correspondence department of ISUPK, South Carolina. So I know what that mark means. Every brother, young man, a trooper, they come to me. Of course, captain of Nazis out in South Carolina. But as far as it go with duties, we put marks on brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters send them to the correspondence department. You know what I'm saying? And it's my duty, my oath, and my job to make sure these brothers and sisters have that wisdom that they need. You understand? Because we go out here to these highways and these byways and we fish for our brothers and sisters, just like how Ezekiel chapter 9, and what was it, verse 4 says, and it reads, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. You understand me? These brothers understand. If you don't understand that, let's get another precept. Somebody, well, I can't say somebody because I'm doing this. I'm gonna get, if y'all could run to me with Ecclesiastes. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Let's get that one. Okay. Let's get Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Because like this is what we do, man. This is what it is to serve the Father. This is how it is to serve the Father. If you think of the Lord as a man of war, every day is war to his priests. Every day is war. Every day is war to the priests, because every day we got to fight our own flesh and fight ourselves for other brothers out here. And we still got to do the normal things that Gentiles do, as far as like going to work. We still got to go to work and make money for the family. But there's also other things that we do, and we really probably don't even get paid at all for it, but we store up our treasures in the kingdom of heaven. So when Ezekiel 4 and 7 said, or 9 and 4 said, it said, go through the midst of the city, marking a mark with them that cry, you know what I'm saying, and plead for the abominations in the midst thereof. These brothers are Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. These surely oppression make of a wise man mad. These brothers that we look for are mad, angry, understand the oppression that's bestowed on Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Not people that want to go to the Grammys and wish to be on the Grammys or wish to be rich and famous in America, because we know America is going to what? Fall. We know America is going to fall. We pray America falls. We do. We pray America falls. You understand me? Because this is the only way we can be set free. Like how it happened in what? Egypt. Now, a lot of black folks love to say, yeah, America is evil in all their ways. America is spiritually Egypt. They got people in captivity. You're not supposed to do that. But yet in that same voice, you look at all the things that you're losing. You look at it like, now, Israel, you ain't got nothing for me. If I come on here on y'all side, what am I going to gain off of this? Y'all ain't richer than a white man yet. I like my flat screen TV. I like my little Cadillac bands. I like my shows I do. I like the money the fame that they give me. I like this stuff. But if I come over here with serving the Lord, I'm going to lose all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got brothers in the ISUPK in the school that's way more talented than your so-called goddamn entertainers out here. But yet, the world just don't promote it simply because they can't promote it, because it'll be the knockoff, it'll be the knockdown of what they believe in. You understand me? So therefore, we're not worried. And side note, that's a good reason why I took out a lot of my music off of these other platforms. Shout out to the men above me that Ben told me to do that. Not to really take it off, but to promote tribe vibes more, a place that your music can't get taken off of by a white man hating on you. Apple Music is not ran by, you know what I'm saying, us. It's ran by the so-called white man. So anything you make the contrary against what they believe in, they can just eliminate the whole thing. You understand me? So we got to build right now. You understand me? So like about that side note. But let's get back to the to this article we was reading. Let's get back more into the storytelling. What is history? So like about saying storytelling, history. So in 167 BC, a Seleucid official arrived in Modin and compelled the townfolk to offer a sacrifice to the Greek gods. Oh, let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. So one of our brothers, right? Whole ass boy, you know what I'm saying? Guess what he did? He up there telling the people it's okay if that woman have more than one man. Them days of having one man sister, that's over with. You understand me? Metaphorically speaking, or truly speaking, what he's saying is, this brother came up here and did the one thing he know we don't eat and brothers get unalive from. This brother came up here and sacrificed pig, right? Sacrificed a pig to the Greek gods and Jerusalem. You understand me? Let's get Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. And it reads, set him not by thee, when he have overthrown thee. He stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take a seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Okay, let me find. Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. I read 12 and 12. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so will his wickedness. So let's keep reading in this story. Mattathias refused to make the offering, and another one of the townsfolk, a Hellenized Jew, went forth to do it. You know what I'm saying? He went to go do it himself. So a Greek ruler came into Jerusalem and said, hey man, I need you guys, come on. It is time. I got this pig. I need y'all to go ahead and bust the neck of it, unalive it, to the new Greek rulers. Mattathias like, man, we ain't having that, man. No, we ain't getting down like that, bro. Another man said, hey man, Mattathias, man, go on chill, man. You so black and gray with the scripture, man. It's time to live a little bit, man. Give me that night. Give me that night. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Revelation 21 and 8. Get the book of Revelation 21 and 8. We're gonna get scriptures on all these categories, all these scenes, scenarios. You understand? Let's get Revelation 21 and 8. And it reads, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their parts in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second one, is the second death. Now how, let me see. Ooh, that's all right, we're good to go. Now, so of course this is Revelation, and I want to talk to you all you Christians out here that think the laws are done away with. And the Lord is saying right here, the fearful. You understand? What does fearful mean? And unbelieving. You understand? And the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part. So if the laws are done away with, Christians, can a man just go out here and murder anybody he want to? And if so, what law prevents that? Is it America? Since you want to say that the Lord's law that you ain't got to eat pork, you can eat pork. I mean, you can say you can eat pork. Since you say the Lord said the law done away with, right? That's what you say. So in Revelation right here on 21 and 9, 21 and 8, these people are getting punished. People are getting punished for not believing in the Lord. These people are getting punished on being adulterers. The people are getting punished for being whoremongers, sorcery, idolatries. You know what I'm saying? To being liars. You understand? Give me some more. Fearful, unbelieving. You understand? These people are about to get punished, and it's revealing. So now let's go back to the story and see what happened to this brother right here that was unbelieving in the homeland. Okay. Flying into rage, Mattathias drew his knife and slayed the man. Flying into rage, Mattathias took that knife and slayed that man for breaking the covenant of the Most High. Because we know we will be unalive for a fact if you going up in here sacrificing pig to another god. You done. Unalive. Mattathias stood on business. He knew that was going to be an order. So he went ahead and went and go do it. You know what I'm saying? First Maccabees 2:23. This is where it really gets into this topic in the scriptures. And we can grab that as well. So let's grab that. First Maccabees chapter 2. And let's get verse 23. Let's read. Let me get that. Okay. First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 23. Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all the sacrifice on the altar, which at Modin, according to the king's commandment. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal. This brother had zeal, energy. And let's keep reading. And his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar. Also the king's commissioner, and also the man that came, to even say we should be offering swine and pig and Valentine's Day and Greek mythology and birthdays and Christmas and Santa Claus and mix with white people and vice versa of any other nation that's outside of white people. The reason why we bash white people so much, black man, is simply because we are in a white land. Now, if we was in China, we'll be bashing the so-called Chinese man as much as we bash the white man. Even though their sins are both still, the white man got it worse. But even though the other heathens still will pay, the white man got it worse because they got the children of God in their possession. You know what I'm saying? And if this man is getting slew for even coming and saying y'all should worship this pig to our gods, Greek gods, if he gets slew, what the hell you think gonna happen to these other nations of people? What the hell you think gonna happen to America? What the hell you think gonna happen to that sellout? If I ain't mistaken, the Lord made a high holy day on these acts, which means the Lord loved it. What happened? What the zeal of our brothers and sisters came about when hell came in my face. You understand? Compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at the time, and the altar he pulled down. Verse 26 of First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 26. This dealt he zealously from the law of God, like the Phoenicians did of Zimbri and the son of Salmon. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me. So let's stop it right there for a second, okay? To let you know that history lines up with this Bible as well. You understand this? But this is our history, Black, Hispanic, Native Indian brother. If you can't believe that, just humble yourself, delete everything in your brain, and just read the book of Deuteronomy on all the curses that happened to black people, and you'll realize it's black people. Ain't not there no damn Irish. These are the Israelites. Don't let no white bitch, white crocker tell you what the hell you think going on earth. Who the hell are you? These niggas believe in fertility gods, a bunny laying eggs. They believe in goddamn a dog can have sex with a man. They believe in horses out here slaying men or whatever, or all that Greek eagles and lions mixed together to make a griffin. Who the hell are you making up monitors and all that other stuff? Shut up, man. Don't let them hypnotize you. Let's keep reading. Before he could perform the ritual, the priest then killed the Seleucid official as well. That's what's in that we just read. Then destroyed the pagan altar. Let's get Exodus 20 and 3. Exodus 20 and 3. Get Exodus 20 and 3. We're going to close up Revelation. We're going to get Exodus. Let's get 20 and 3. And this is what it says. Let's start at verse 1, but we really want 3. So impact bold in 3. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt is another name, is synonym for slavery. That's why it's called Egypt. Because in the Hebrew, Egypt is called Matazarian. All right. But spirit and synonym for Egypt is bondage, slavery. That's why we call America Egypt, slavery. Verse 3, this is the one I want you to highlight for this topic. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Now I ask you what? I'm gonna ask you, what is a god? What is a god? Like, what are some types of gods? Are we talking about people that's up there sitting with the Most High? Is it more than one Most High? Of course, that's not what we're talking about, right? That's not what we're talking about, right? When we talking about gods, they're talking about that. Damn right, young man. We're talking about idols, and that's the one way to put it. You understand me? What are we talking about? The brother Josiah said idols. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about when the Bible says other gods, these are all man-made. You understand me? Like, these are all Celebus and Lupercalia, all that other stuff of people having sex with their own loved ones and making them a subject to serve, like King Nimrod, making a man a god, and over time his spirit is in a tree or whatnot, to the point now you're looking at the tree like it's a significant god or something. You understand me? These are what the Lord is talking about, gods to men. There's only one Most High. There's only one God. You understand me? The Most High. That's why you call him the Most High. No one's beside him. All these other religions is fake as hell. None of them got history. All of them got history of the flood, but none of them got history. Everything else is just made up. Buddha, made up. You know what I'm saying? Mecca, not Mecca, the Mecca rock, all the other stuff. Muslim culture, Egyptology. The Egyptology, a brother just shooting sperm on the ground and created life. That's what they believe. You understand? Let's get back to what we got. The Lord told us, put no other gods before us, before we even damn near got out of Egypt. You understand me? And that's something Mattathias stood on. And when you out here smoking weed, you best believe you believing in another God. You just don't know it because you love that high. You love that God. When you out here having homosexual lust sex, getting played upon, you are worshiping another God, another man's ritual, way of living. When you out here celebrating Valentine's Day and birthdays and Christmas and Easter and whatever that's against the Bible, you made yourself another God. Who's the face? What is the face of Christmas? We all know that's Santa Claus, right? That's why everybody wear the little red damn hats. And then think they can put, hold on, let me get that. Think they can put goddamn a white Christ picture of Mary and them boys in the yard and think they can get away with celebrating Christmas. That ain't even right. It ain't even in the Bible. Christ was born not in the goddamn winter. Christ was born in goddamn in the spring, down there April. So let's keep reading. Let's get back on track. I'm sorry about that, y'all. That's not putting no other gods before me, knowing there will be outlaws. He and his 5 sons fled into the hills. You understand me? Followed by many like-minded Jews. You know what I'm saying? So many like-minded Jews that felt that nigga pain, felt why he did that stood on business and still wanted to serve the Most High God even while they're in captivity. They said, you know what, we're going to follow you. Because these niggas is tripping. You see how easy it was for that boy to want to sacrifice that damn swine because that white man just came? I'm pretty sure there's plenty more out here like it. Because Mattathias just said, if y'all brothers still want to serve the Lord, come follow me. You think everybody just came and got up and went with Mattathias? Everybody else was like, because I'm telling you did that. You did this. So guess what? Mattathias, real nigga, I sense. Mattathias like, I sense, you know what I'm saying? I'm just get the hell on. I gotta get the hell on. Y'all boys gonna end up trying to kill me. But anybody like mine, let's go, man. From there, the fight had commenced. Now we get into the Hasmonean revolt. You understand me? Let's get into the Hasmonean revolt, man, for those that's still with us. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. And to start it off, Mattathias, he died. He died like a year later. Mattathias died in 1666 BC. Causes was unknown. You know what I'm saying? It's unknown. He will be succeeded by his third son, Judah, a young commander. You know what I'm saying? He was full of ruthlessness and bravery. You know what I'm saying? Came to be known as Maccabeus, a word which means the hammer. You know what I'm saying? Is where we getting this Maccabeus from. You know what I'm saying? Judas was called Maccabeus because of the hammer. He was putting it down, executing a lot of these Greeks, executing a lot of these folks. Of course, Christ came and told us right now, hear what Christ said. Christ said, you know what I'm saying? The patience is the faith. Patience and the faith is of the saints. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't out here unaliving the oppressor right now. Because if we was, I'm pretty sure we'll be just like these brothers. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't our duty right now. That ain't what Christ laid down for us to do at this moment. But at 1666 BC, you know what I'm saying? Christ ain't running around. These brothers just standing on the law. Christ, you know what I'm saying? Christ wasn't around. We standing on the law, so we unaliving whoever goes against what we put down. You understand? So let's read upon this. Let's get some more into this. At the start of this, they wasn't even worried about the Greeks, nor the Greeks them. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? I lost place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what did they say? I'm gonna skip that word. Who love Greeks so much, willing to go to war with the brothers who serve the Lords. So this is the pro and the anti-Hellenic Jews. You know what I'm saying? The pro and the anti-Hellenic Jews. Pro-Hellenic Jews and the anti-Hellenic Jews. We had to go to war with our own folks. You know what I'm saying? At first, because we stood on business for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because oppression make a wise man mad. You know what I'm saying? Maccabeus sorted his movement with a terror campaign, storming pro-Hellenic Jews' towns, killing many of own people against the Most High, who they considered to be too Greek. Y'all just too Americanized. Y'all brothers too Americanized right now in this land. So guess what? Guess what would have happened back then? Guess what would have happened back then? Oh, we would have been headhunting. You understand? Y'all too Americanized. We would have been headhunting if it was 166 BC. Like how it's going in our history. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. Storming pro-Hellenic Jews, town killing many of our own people against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Who they considered to be too Greek. You know what I'm saying? You guys are just too Americanized, too Greek at that time. Burning down their homes and destroying their pagan altars, they rounded up sons of the Hellenized Jews and have them forcefully circumcised. The message was simple. Greek culture was to be purged from Judea. We ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Valentine's, it should not be in our culture. Birthdays is not of our culture. Smoking weed, doing whatever against God is not in our culture, and you will pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. Before long, the Maccabees had earned the attention of the military governor, Apollonius, who resolved to crush the rebels before they can spread any more chaos. So now the Greeks are hemming about it. Now Maccabees made some noise, him and his followers. They made some noise in their army. So now goddamn the Greeks weren't even too much worried about them at first. Oh, they killed a little messenger. Okay, we still run the whole goddamn Israel, Jerusalem, what the Greeks were saying. But now they see that these brothers are still on the run, headhunting like native Indians. Good, smooth tactics of unaliving of folks. At this time right here, at this particular moment, it was our own people. People that was too Americanized. At that time, let's say it was too Greek. Let's keep it on the subject. So Apollonius, who was all to crush the rebels before they could spread any more chaos in 167 BC, after gathering a local army with 200 men in Samaria, Apollonius marched south to Gophina, to the Gophina Hills, I believe, where it was said Judah was hiding. Here, the Maccabees proved that they were capable of more than just murdering civilians and burning pagan altars. Knowing they were outnumbered and out-equipped, Judah, who is Maccabees, deliberately lured the enemy army, excuse me, into his native territory. If this don't sound like Gadites, you tripping. If this don't sound like black and brown working together with war tactics and knowing if we outnumber how we need to come to these people and get them done, you best be tripping. You understand? We lured them to our native territories. And I'm going to read about it in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to break it down and then we read about it, but let's keep reading it. You know what I'm saying? Because the native territory, where it made hilly terrains, made it impossible for the Peloponnesian men to gather in their 5 lanes. So, if you know anything about war and ancient war of these Romans and how long their little spears was that 4 men probably had to hold, followed by 2 men holding the shield right in front of it, they'd just be able to stab you. And it's like you're trying to fight a car basically with a sword and arrows. They got shields and they let down the window just a little bit. They let down the window just a little bit, got a long ass pole. Metaphorically speaking, they just had their shields and they 5-lane long ass spears. You know what I'm saying? That we got some history about as well. And that's how the Romans would go to war. But the children of Israel, Maccabees, you know what I'm saying? He had a plan. He was like, we know we can't go one-on-one with these boys straight up, just run to them like we crazy. Let's get these boys on these hills. These boys gonna have to break their ranks, and we're gonna snipe them off, or we're gonna cut them down from behind. Do whatever. You understand me? With only 600 men, Maccabees surrounded the men, ambushed the Seleucid forces just outside the tower of Wadi Harmarim. Apollonius was killed in the fight. So one of they what was Apollonius? Apollonius was one of the military governors. So Apollonius was murdered. You know what I'm saying? By the Jews that stood on business. You know what I'm saying? Jews that stood on business, they murdered. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. He was killed in the fight. Maccabees picked up his sword as a symbol that the Most High was with them. You hear me? Never give up, hope. Never give up. Let's read. Let's keep reading. Later then that year, Antiochus IV was made to take a bulk of the army east to deal with the Parthian invasion. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole other Greek going against other people too. So that's why they weren't too much worried about Maccabees. They fighting other people at the time as well. But then, so he put 1 man in charge to handle Maccabees with limited resources, named Lysias, a local governor of Syria. Lysias had an army of 10,000 professional Macedonian trained soldiers with 2 experienced commanders, Hagus and Nicator, in charge and sent into Judea. Maccabees had 3,000 Jew warriors, you know what I'm saying, ready and prayed to the Most High to hand them victory. You understand me? Over time, some anti-rebellious Jews told Seleucus commanders where Maccabees was camping. So some fake-ass Christian pastor is down there like them telling the American army, well, the ISUPK hiding if it was around this time. Now, we all know Christ knew. He said that the patience and the faith is the saints. Patience at the I know what I'm saying, paraphrase. So we ain't on headhunting time for these evil people that goes against the God. But at this time they were. But you had fake Jews around as well that told the white man where these strong Negroes was hiding out at, right? So he told him where Maccabees was camping. Seizing the opportunity, the Lysias team, he railed half of his camp to catch Jews slipping. The presence was caught about, and Judah decided geniusly to abandon his camp, taking advantage of speed, maneuver to get around the force unnoticed and strike the camp the commanders made. Come on, man. That's genius. Think about that, man. I don't think y'all heard that. Think about that. So now we getting wind. These Romans is like them riding in tanks or something, and they moving slow, but you can see them coming down because they probably want to do a song or something. You can see them coming down from a little bit. Judas Maccabeus said, "Hey, bro, everybody, leave, bring your war gear, leave everything else, make it seem like we still camping here. Let's move around. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's move around, all right." Over time, Lysias' army came into where they was camping at, Maccabeus camp, looking around for them boys, pushing over stuff, looking around, probably about to set it on fire, not knowing Judas Maccabeus that made his way to their camp. So let's keep reading. Okay, where I'm at. To strike the camp, the commanders made. Taken by surprise, the Greeks were slaughtered at the camp. Hagias, the commander, returned to the camp only to realize it was aflame. So he fled. So Lysias wanted to bargain with Judah, offering to appeal some of Antiochus' laws. However, that failed. Judah wanted Greek out. Judah Maccabeus wanted Greek out of Judea. In 164 BC, Maccabeus held 10,000 men. Right? So we got 10,000 men at this time. But Lysias had even more, 20,000 of Antiochs, outnumbered and outgunned by Lysias. Judas Maccabeus stuck with his hit and run tactics in the hills. The Battle of Beth Zur. Now, this is the famous battle right here, Beth Zur. Listen, all of it is famous. All of it is historic. So, had them boys at bay for a while, striking Lysias platoons off guard whenever the chance arose outside of the citadels. Though it wasn't easy, though it wasn't enough to have Lysias running, it was enough to keep Lysias' army on their back foot. So how we doing our hit and run tactics? We know we don't want to go straight up off these brothers with the hands. We got to be wise with it. So when we going up, battling them, getting them off guard like native guerrilla warfare tactics, you know what I'm saying? We knocking them off one by one, slowly but surely. But it wasn't enough to run them back to Greek and be like, hey, man, these niggas too strong. It was just enough, like Resident Evil. If y'all ever watched Resident Evil or played Resident Evil game, you know you got to shoot that zombie more than 5 times damn near. So you don't want to waste your bullets or ammo trying to kill one zombie when you got 15 shots. So you'll shoot probably one time or you'll dodge it, go around it, try to find another way to get around. This is basically this tactic here. You know what I'm saying? To keep them boys on their foot. Right? So let's keep reading. The status quo changed in late autumn when the far east of the Seleucid Empire family, Antioch IV, and most of his warriors contracted the disease. You know what I'm saying? They got a little disease. You understand? Damn, I had a scripture on that. Give me a second. I think that might be 1546. Give me a second. Let's get the scripture on that. All this is in the book of Maccabees, right? You can read about all this in the book of Maccabees. And it gets more deeper than what I'm giving you. I'm just giving you a brief summarization. So let's get 15 and 46. Get a little time period of where we at. And it reads, do we have it? Oh, this second Maccabees. I'm sorry, second Maccabees. Little history for you, man, brotherhood class. On how we can do when we get ourselves together, man. No matter how much our numbers is. You understand? But it ain't that time. All right. So I don't have it. I'm sorry. Now, verse 15 is a big one. Chapter 15. We're going to get in that in a minute. Let's read this article some more. Let's keep reading. So Antiochus, them boys, the king of Greek, or whatever going on right now, you know what I'm saying? Them boys done caught a little illness. Because, you know, the white man sit on the goddamn bare naked toilet. So they caught a little illness out here when they have orgies and stuff with them, their own people. You know what I'm saying? and his family, Antiochus IV, and most of his warriors, contracted a disease by Parthian invasion, which killed Antiochus IV. So Antiochus was unalive by another whole of the Parthians. You know what I'm saying? So his son, 10 years old, Antiochus V, was not a new leader of the Seleucid Empire. You know what I'm saying? He was also about personal gain, right? So in the time of Lysias' withdrawal, he forced from fighting Judea. He forces from fighting Judea. Who called me? Fighting Judea. One minute, I lost count. And came to support the youthful king to keep his power to influence level-headedness. So Lysias, he done these 10 years of trying to fight Maccabees and all that stuff, looking for him. If you don't understand how ancient warfare is, you can watch Alexander the Greek. You know what I'm saying? It's a movie on Netflix, a series and all that stuff on how they was journeying and traveling all those times to get to certain empires and all that stuff to let you see how it took 10 years and all that stuff. Or you can look at it like American in Iraq, how long they was over there, and all that other stuff. But Lysias withdrew from his fight with Judah Maccabees and came to support the youthful king, you know what I'm saying, as a new king. And he realized that Parthonia invaded them boys and got the king, Antiochus the fourth, I'm sorry. Well, man. So Judah, with his persistent cunning and luck, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say look, but it says look, was victorious once more at Beth Zur. He was able to march his army to Jerusalem, which he was able to get right in. The other Hellenized Jews ran away to Acre. Judah destroyed all paganism in Jerusalem. All that Zeus stuff, all the other idols, you know what I'm saying, in the temple, destroyed everything. And the menorah was saved and restored. You understand me? It's like I said, so this is where we get the Feast of Dedication from. You know what I'm saying? That day when we have that feast day and we start breaking down the Feast of Dedication. You understand me? This is what this is about. Beth Zur, all the other stuff coming up to all of it. You understand me? The moral was saved and restored, reclaiming that we came back to our homeland and we got what's ours. You understand me? Now, I'm telling you, black man, how to get what you lost, how to get back in this time period, because it's still the same. Right now, the Lord said, you ain't fighting. We ain't fighting the Americans. Or we fighting our damn flesh this time with fire. You understand me? There ain't no baptism with water. Now we got to fight our flesh because Christ is going to handle this place. You understand? Christ wants us to battle our flesh so he can come and we can help him in that time whenever he called us to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is our new age fight. It's to fight ourselves to get ourselves together so we can be elected. Don't be like these Hellenized Jews. Be the ones that's against the Hellenization, that rebelled against it. Like how we do here in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, man. Fight against our brothers out here, the Jim Crow 2.0 with the ICE. You know what I'm saying? Because this all correlates with the same tactics and what they doing to us, seeking us out, trying to destroy us. And now our Hellenized Hispanic brothers want to join ICE to make it seem as if they are with ICE, without with the Hellenized Americans. You know what I'm saying? But we need to stand on business. Let's keep reading. Judah and his army went out to overcome Acre, which where the other Jews dwelt, to either recruit or to unalive. Thinking that Lysias, the governor of Seleucia, the infantry, would not arrive, Lysias came to surprise the Acre with 50,000 men, 500 cavalry, and 30 war elephants. Huh? So guess what? Them really tanks now. Now them boys came back with good bit of army. Now what Lysias did, he went to go talk to the baby king and say, man, let me go handle these boys right quick. But I'm gonna need more warfare power. I'm gonna need more more weapons. You know what I'm saying? Them boys think they got one up on us. You know what I'm saying? Let me go put belt to ass. Little baby Antioch the fifth, he said, man, go ahead, do what you gotta do. And we had sellouts. No, we had sellouts. Sellouts let them know every time that we was moving. You understand? So he heard the news of upcoming Lysias and marched south meeting foes outside of the town of Beth Zechariah. You understand? And we finna end it in a minute. I know I'm reading a lot. I really want to get to where Rome come to play. You know what I'm saying? Confident in numbers, Judah matched the Seleucid army head to head in a high-pitched battle, but a dire mistake. It was a dire mistake. Proud. Never get proud. We got a little proud. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into it. But the reason what it's saying right here, it was a dire mistake that we got so proud simply because we went toe-to-toe. We went head-to-head with 30 gorillas. 50 elephants. Let me read it again. What it said? 50,000 men, 500 cavalries, and 30 war elephants. But we was confident in numbers because the Most High was blessing us this whole time with. You understand? We was confident in numbers. So we went head to head with these Greeks, which was a dire mistake. Judah made that. The dire mistake that Judah made that. Because there was no match against the Macedonian Hellenics in the open field. There wasn't no match for them Greeks in their open field. How their structure is and the weapons they got. I forgot what they had at the time. They had a different type of blade that was popular that a lot of people didn't have around the time, cutting through armor. You know what I'm saying? And their spears and their shields that they have of their you know what I'm saying, their warfare and their 5-line match, their phalanx. In the open field, it was just something that we weren't ready for. And then on top of that, them boys had war elephants striking deep fear in the Maccabees troops. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine you got a gun and you fighting against army tanks. You ain't got no army tank, but you fighting against guns. You got guns and you just shooting at an army tank. But now let's think about it even more. Let's say the elephant. And the only way you can kill and unallow this elephant is if you got to get close and personal to it to stab it. But the elephant ain't just a regular African elephant. The elephant got armor on it, and it got somebody on top of that with a long spear ready to stab whoever. You understand? It was striking fear in Maccabees troops. In any attempt of bravery and to be inspired to men, the younger brother of Judah, Eleazar, charged in front of the line where the war elephant was, slid underneath the elephant, striking the elephant from the belly, from the below part in the soft underbelly. But the corpse fell onto Eleazar, crushed him. Judah's force was driven off the fields, and the scattered / fled from the battle scene while they could. Okay, let's keep reading. Later that year, Judah caught the Seleucid army slipping, winning a minor victory. It wasn't a crushing blow, but Lysias returned back to Antioch V, you know what I'm saying, repealing the laws Antioch IV made over Judah, Israel. So Judah was in Jerusalem for a while. Judah's Maccabees was in Jerusalem for a while, and to coming up with a plot to go to Rome. Rome wanted the Greeks, the Seleucid Empire, weak. Judah showed Rome the weakness. The Romans signed a treaty of mutual defense with the Maccabees in 161 BC, which legitimized Judah's Maccabees as a ruler of the independent Jew state. So this is a lot of times when you get, this is how you get when Christ came about later on, and Rome was always in Jerusalem, either as police, as hitmen, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because of this little legitimized independent Jew state, whatever they signed, whatever they were talking about. Because over time, Rome took over Greece. You know what I'm saying? Rome unallowed the Grecians or whatever, because we got them weak as possible. You know what I'm saying? And all that happened. Let's keep reading. Meanwhile, over in Antioch, the situation was greatly bitter. With like when they started beefing with the Greeks, Demetrius the first killed by Boy Antiochus the fifth, and Chief supported Lysias. And there was a whole lot of tongue to it. You know how these names is. Give me a minute. King Demetrius was way more aggressive and ignored the Roman and Judah treaty, dispatch, and of his top general Maccabeus as the head of 2,000 men to retake Judah. Maccabeus marched right to the gates of Jerusalem, unopposed, catching Judas Maccabeus completely by surprise, having only 3,000 men with him. So now, this is what we did. We trusted the enemy. We went to Greek, we went to Rome. We talked to the Romans, told them about the Grecians. Grecians like, all right, no sweat. Grecians got slaughtered by the Romans. Over time, we think that little piece of paper gonna help us like we think with the Native American Indians or whatever bill we signed with these heathens, letting them know that they got a lot more power than us. And then that heart of rage just come up within the white man to want to conquer and take over. So the Romans are like, you know what? Damn that treaty. Let go goddamn mess them boys up. Y'all with me? White people get happy. You know what I'm saying? Broke into Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? Maccabeus at this time, he felt as if like, we good for a little minute. My warriors, we at 3,000 now. You know what I'm saying? We chilling a little bit. We ain't really got our guard up. And then them boys ran into the city. Most fled the city on seeing how outnumbered they was. Left with 1,000 men or so, Judah Maccabeus wanted to go out with glory. Just imagine that. I know we finna get on the line now. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't about to be a coward and run. You understand me? I know it's hard to keep the laws of the Lord in America right now. But I'm still going to do my best to serve the Most High and keep the laws of the Lord in this sinful kingdom. Because guess what? We want to go out with glory. We're going to go out with glory here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, just like our ancient ancestors did. You understand me? We're going to keep this word alive for our brothers and sisters that died, that got unalive. And you over here crying about you can't serve the Lord because you a faggot. You over here crying about you can't serve the Lord because you want to suck everybody up, you dumb bitch. You want to cry about you can't serve the Lord because of something that you want to eat, you stupid nigga. When his brothers and sisters out here getting unalive, putting their life on the line every goddamn day to serve the Most High, you the stupid, silly one that wanted to be all equal, that the Lord still going to have mercy on whoever. The Lord wants you to keep these laws. And we're going to bring glory to our King when Christ returns here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close up the class. We still do got another class tonight. Captain Naya Thought, Captain of 13,000 out of North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina. We'll be going live tonight. You understand me? Make sure y'all tune in. The links will be in the group chat. If you're in the ISPK South Carolina group chat, I'll be putting them in there at 7 o'clock. And if you would like to join the stream to that class, you know what I'm saying? You got to make some noise. Make some noise and let it be known if you want to be in the class. You understand me? Don't just sit there and watch the class from home when you can be in the class learning more better. You understand me? So I'm going to see y'all again. Preaching off to Shar out of South Carolina, Augusta, Georgia as well. You understand me? I want to say shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashim Yahweh Shah to all the sisters as well. And we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And we teach Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians who they are according to the Bible, that they are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. And this Bible is our history book, man. I'll see y'all soon. Shalom, Lord of Christ. Through all for tuning in with me.